I was pretty upset when Amazon purchased Thursday Night Football this year. I was thinking that I don't want any more Amazon in my life since they're everywhere. But I'm kind of happy now that they did that because the last 2 weeks, especially for Thursday Night Football, have been miserable to watch. Last week, we experienced a game, first time in a long time, without a touchdown. It was very hard to watch. It was laughable, and it made me think, why am I watching this game? And then I realized, oh yeah, I'm addicted to football. I have to watch every single game that's on TV. But that was the first time I've ever questioned, why am I watching a game? Last night's game was at least a little better. We had two touchdowns, which doubled last week's, but it still was horrible to watch. Wentz now, believe it or not, moves to 7-0 on primetime Thursday night football record. That's 7-0 for Carson Wentz. Don't let that stat skew you, though. He did absolutely nothing last night. He had 12 completions for 99 yards and a QBR of 22.5. He basically handed the ball off, and they won the game. Their one touchdown came from a Bears muff punt on the 4 yard line, and the rest they had two field goals. So they won the game on a muff punt. Justin Fields, however, I do feel kind of sad for. He probably had his best game of the season. He had 190 passing yards, which is way more than his average, believe it or not. He had one touchdown, had one bad pick, but it was a batted pick, and then he had 88 rushing yards to go along with it. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it done. He had the goal line pick. They've had a failed 4th and 1 conversion on the goal line, and then at the end of the game, he threw a great pass that the receiver just couldn't catch. So Fields, I do feel bad for. He might not be as bad as we think. Unfortunately, the Bears are not getting him much help. He was sacked 5 times, and believe it or not, the guy that had the worst game on the field ever, probably in prime time, Ronald McDonald, aka Carson Wentz, now goes to 7-0 on the year. It's funny how that works. Hopefully, we get a better game next week. I can't say that for sure, but I'm glad Amazon's tanking. I'm glad Thursday Night Football's tanking. I'll still watch every single game, so they're not going to lose a viewer from me, but it is good to see them struggle.